everybody. So welcome back to the channel. We have another pick a card reading. This time we're going to try to dive deeper, really give y'all the sauce that you need to help yourself out, whether it's for the new year, for the next few weeks or months. So I have past, present, and future you. What do you need to know? First question that I wanted to know is, how did you used to show up for yourself in the past? Okay, so we have the Page of Cups here. To me, when I see the Page of Cups, it's always like an underdeveloped vibe, but it's not in a bad way. It's not necessarily like you were so naive and a novice that you didn't realize the good or the bad that was going on in your life. It was like you didn't allow that to hinder your view of yourself or your life. Let me see if a different light mode looks better. Yeah, it actually looks better. Okay, so to me, when I see this for how you used to show up for yourself, you showed up really lighthearted. You showed up in a way where you didn't come off as if you maybe had a lot of boundaries. You maybe didn't allow yourself to believe that there was more out there for you, or you maybe always were curious that there was more out there for you. You maybe showed up for yourself in ways that was like, okay, I'm ready for a new beginning. Okay, this is good. Let me go this way. Like more open, more jovial, more in tune with your emotions, but not necessarily expressing them in depth and in detail, but you were in tune with your emotions in the past. Also, with the Page of Cups, a vibe I'm catching is that people in your past probably saw you as naive and like green. So you maybe had instances in your life where people thought that they could take advantage of you and maybe overstep you and what you were presenting yourself as, because they thought you didn't have boundaries, because they thought that you didn't even know any better. So I'm getting a strong vibe with that when I see the Page of Cups. But you maybe have changed your fashion sense, honestly, since the past, because most times when I see the Page of Cups too, to describe a person, it's someone who is fashionable, maybe not the most evolved fashionably, but they are a fashionable person. And the way that you dress most times is how people respond to you, and how we dress has a lot to do with our mood and how we're interacting and receiving the world around us. So there's something about that that's really important for you to pay attention to for this reading, so that you can see how your style or maybe your tone of voice or the way that you just communicated with people have evolved, the way you communicated with yourself as well. Let me dive into that. So the ways that y'all communicated with yourselves was you probably kept it very surface based with yourself. Like, oh, I love my smile. I love the way I dress. I love the way my butt looks in this skirt. Something simple like that. And I'm not trying to come at y'all at all, but we're just giving examples. And I think that in the past, you didn't take time to really dive into the amazing person that you are, the gem that you are. So let's roll to the next question. The next question is, how did you actually view yourself? Oh my gosh. Why the Two of Swords? So you probably went through a lot of mental conflict and constraint when it came to yourself. I just want to make sure this is not crooked. When it came to yourself, I think you always had a part of you that was indecisive on what part of yourself you wanted to display to other people, what part of yourself you wanted to showcase, what part of yourself you wanted to love on, you wanted to take care of, you wanted to nurture. Like, in life, I've heard this so many times, and I'm probably butchering the saying, but it's like, love all of you. Love the good, love the bad, love the things that you don't even care for, because the things that you think is a flaw is the same things that make you you. So there's something to where in the past, you probably didn't realize this about yourself. Like, yeah, I may not like my laugh, but my laugh is distinctive. People know that that's me when I'm laughing. Even though that's not a big thing, that's still a good example. And that's still something that makes you you, that makes you unique. So the Two of Swords shows me that in the past, you probably had a lot of things that you didn't even want to deal with when it came to yourself. Like when we look at this card, she just is not trying to deal with them bills that's right in front of her. It's like, I have too much going on in my life. I can't even think about this. So you could have been dismissive as well. You could have had that type of personality or attitude where it's like, I'm not talking about this right now. I don't got time for this. But most times people say they don't got time for this. It just means that they don't want to deal with it. So that's how you viewed yourself in the past. The next one I have is, how did this version of yourself serve you? Oh my God, that's beautiful. Wow, Power Ones. Excuse me. Wow, Power Ones. Hold on. Okay, so this version of yourself, allowed you to expose a lot of your shortcomings, a lot of your strengths, a lot of your weaknesses, a lot of the places where you wanted to improve yourself, a lot of the places where you needed more enlightenment. Maybe you have a specific hair texture and you thought it was harder to handle until you started seeing more people online with your hair texture, wearing their hair in certain styles, doing certain things to their hair. And you're like, you know what? Let me start trying these things. That's a small example. Another side of the sun card that I get is you learned from this past part of yourself how to be happy, how to just appreciate the simple things that life brings to you. Whenever I think of the sun card, I think of like kids playing in the park when it's fresh, like spring on a fresh spring day, when winter just finished and now it's warming up outside. Now we're extra excited to go to the park because we couldn't go to the park every day in the winter. Even if it was cold, some days there was snow on the ground, some days it was ice, whatever. The sun card is telling me that in the past version of yourself, this served you because it shed light on all the parts of yourself that you really needed to see. You really need to see yourself in 3D, in 4D, vivid. You needed to see all the colors, all the, like I said, strengths and weaknesses. So that's a huge, like it shows me that maybe you all had like a big enlightening moment in your life that allowed you to really pay attention to yourself. Okay, so what were the benefits of this version of you? This allowed for you to have a fresh new beginning for yourself. I love this. They're mad cute. So this allowed you, this looks so sloppy. Let me fix this. This allowed you to just have a fresh new beginning with yourself. It allowed you to replenish your belief system, your faith, maybe even figure out like, what is it that makes me not love me? I think this kick-started your self-love journey. The Ace of Cups for me is renewal, refreshing energy, a blessing from the universe. Your cup runneth over. So I think you started realizing like, I'm not going to get the love that I want, that I desire until I embody that. So there's something about you starting to embody the love that you desired within yourself. And that benefits you greatly now because of the person that you are, because of how you evolved. So that's good. I actually might need to pull more cards because I picked these decks before I even decided to do this reading. So then what parts from your past are you keeping? Ooh, the parts that do you justice. The parts that do you justice, the parts that doesn't give you restraint or make you feel like you're wrong, make you feel like it doesn't serve you. Anything that gave you your just due, anything that gave you the balance within yourself that you needed, that gave you the knowledge, that gave you the wisdom, that showed you the way, that was dignified, that held your integrity together, your value system together. Those are the things that you're keeping, like your core values, you're keeping with you. Your morality, you're keeping with you. Your systems that worked, you're keeping with you. So that's a part of the wait, what? Yeah, that's the parts that you're keeping. What parts are you leaving behind? Okay, overgiving, overextending yourself, being too charitable to people that don't even deserve it, people that really can't even understand or fathom the love, the grace, the embrace that you bring and give to them, right? I have to kind of run through this because I just realized, I think I'm gonna just use another deck. I just realized like I want to do these same questions for present and future you. So we're going to speed this thing up. Okay, so the advice from your past self. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, so your past self wants you to enjoy your time, enjoy your life. Your past self says, do the things that make you feel good. Do the things that make you show up for yourself in real time. Do the things that allow you to just realize that life is worth living. Kick back, have a drink, be around the person that makes you laugh the most, be around the people that make you feel good. Pick up on a new hobby or skill that makes you feel good. What things make you feel good? This is the advice. Always do what makes you feel good and know that if something doesn't make you feel good, then it probably isn't for you. Not saying everything in life is supposed to make you feel good, because sometimes something can start off great and then we hit a challenge and we're like, oh, this is not for me. No, that's not the type of thing that I'm saying. I'm saying from day one, before you even start something, before you even really get into a conversation with a person, you get that little snapshot of an instinct or a feeling, and sometimes we ignore it. Your past self is telling you to go where your heart desires, to go where your heart is light and feels good and feels, I want to say, I don't know why the word fluffy keeps coming up in my head. But maybe this is also too saying enjoy the life that you have now, enjoy what you have now. Don't wish away your present blessings for future blessings, because eventually you're going to need and utilize all of those blessings for your life to be exactly what you need it and want it to be. So y'all, this reading is going to be kind of long because we're going to pick out another deck. I'm going to just do this deck because it's right here. So we're going to do the Cosmic Cycles Tarot to do your present and then your future self. So let's see. Also, for more advice, before we finish off with this deck, we have the Tower here and then we have the Two of Pentacles. So I'm thinking that for advice from your past self, this is saying leave behind all the bullshit that does not serve you. Excuse my language. I'm probably going to have to bleep that. Leave behind all the garbage that does not serve you. Leave behind the things that make you imbalanced. Learn to offload the things that don't equate to the life that you're actually trying to live. Two of Pentacles is telling you to prioritize the things that's actually important for you. So the Tower is telling you to shed and leave behind things that don't make you feel good, things that maybe haven't been the most progressive in your life. And the Two of Pentacles is saying to prioritize the things that you find to be important. Prioritize yourself, your health, because Pentacles is all about tangible, earthly things, and our health is one of them. Our physical health, our mental health, everything like that has to do with Pentacle energy in my interpretation. So that's what I have for that. So we're going to get into those same questions for your present self, but I'm going to speed it up, y'all. So don't be mad. Just know that I'm really trying to dive in deep for these readings because I think it's necessary. Like, enough of the fluff, right? Like, enough of the bubblegum pop. This is not the reading for people that's just checking out my channel. Even if you are, maybe you need a reading like this, but some people come to my channel for simple stuff, and I'm not that type of reader. Like, I like to have fun, but come on. Okay, so how are you showing up for yourself in the present? We have the Hermit card. So you all are really isolating yourselves. You're really doing your due diligence with some type of skill set, hobby. Excuse me, I'm grabbing my water. Skill set, hobby. I don't want to say inner self, but it very well could be that. Let me move this. It very well could be your inner self. Let me move all these cards too. I don't know if y'all want to see them, but let me zoom out so y'all can see them. My desk looks a hot mess. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh no. And this is all staying in the video, y'all. Sorry, not editing. What's this here? Okay, yeah. So these are the cards that we got before for the other deck. This is the one. This is for anybody that wants to see them. You can see them here right now. Take a little screenshot or something. This is the Sun. This is the Ace of Cups. Boom. I don't know what's making me do this right now, but I feel like some of y'all may want to like dig deeper into these cards, see how they like, you know, interact with each other. But yeah, that's what we have for your past self. So we're going to leave the past self, the Page of Cups past self over there. So now the present self, you're showing up for yourself like a true monk. You're really diving deep into your inner self. You're checking in with yourself before you do anything. You're finding your wisdom inside of you. You're not seeking outside validation at this time. You're finding that all the answers that you need come from within you. So you're tapping more into yourself at this time, Power Ones. And honestly, whenever I see the Hermit card, I think it's a beautiful thing. Some people don't like alone time. Some people don't like solitude, but it's very necessary. We can't always have so much noise going on outside of ourselves to where we can't hear what we're thinking. So boom, that's one. So sorry for that loud sound if y'all listen with headphones. Okay, so how do you view yourself right now in the present moment? Oh, I love that. Ace of Cups. So this keeps coming out for y'all. So y'all see yourselves as very blessed. Y'all see yourselves as someone who's tranquil, peaceful, loving, always has a full cup of love to give, always has integrity behind the things that you do within love situations, within the love of self, within the love that you give yourself. And you could be deeply spiritual at this time. These two cards right together just tells me a vibe of someone that's deeply spiritual. So how do others view you right now? Okay, Knight of Cups. So some of y'all could definitely be a water sign, but I wouldn't just say that because that is like very minute on a scale of how important these cards are together. To me, some people see you as a very creative individual. They see you as the type of person that probably goes where the wind blows you when it comes to like creative endeavors, your feelings, your emotions, your moods. Like you're not afraid to showcase how you feel at this time. You're not afraid of being the person that maybe be I don't know why I said be twice, but maybe the type of person that doesn't mind showing that you're upset about something, doesn't mind showing that you're really happy, you're upbeat. Like whenever you're feeling something, you don't mind showing it. You wear your heart on your sleeve. This is how people are viewing you at this time. And they do feel as if you're not staying for a long time, you're here for a good time. So there's something of that could be true for y'all pal ones. So the next thing I have is, oh goodness, how does your present self serve you? The overall, we have the Chariot. So your present self serves you by you constantly being the type of person that just moves forward. You have can't stand saying so much. But with the Chariot card here, I'm getting triumphant. I'm getting your present self is allowing you to see that when you just keep moving forward, life tends to work out for you versus staying stuck, stagnant, and staying in the past. So there's something of you learning to release, to move forward, to let go, and just taking the meat and leaving the bones, taking the tools that life is like giving you while you're on this journey, and just knowing that everything that you've gone through, everything that you're going through is literally adding to the progression, to the overall strength and outlook and trajectory of your life. What are the benefits of your present self? We have Two of Pentacles. Again, y'all getting the same repeating card. So your energy is pretty consistent and solid. So the benefits is like of this present self is that you know how to prioritize. I'm gonna just keep saying that again and again because you really do know how to prioritize. You know how to realize what's important, what isn't, who needs to stay, who needs to go, what needs to stay, what needs to go, what parts of you serve you in what moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so right now somebody's crying about this, that, and the third, but did they actually do me wrong and they're trying to cry to manipulate me? Or are they really going through it and I need to give them a shoulder to lean on? I need to give them a shoulder to cry on. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of vibe. Also, it's like, all right, I'm at work. Do I really need to be in my feelings right now? No, this is to pay the bills. Let me leave my feelings on the desk or at the door and get this work done. And when I get home, I'll cry later. I know that sounds a little toxic, but there's something of that with this group, with this pal. So that's how this part of yourself is benefiting you. So what parts of your present self will you be keeping for the future? Oh my gosh. How, guys? How? Whole different deck. Page of Cups. The parts of you that you're keeping is your inner child, your innocence, honestly. Your innocence. Your innocence. I love this. Your innocence you're keeping. You're keeping those parts of you that are jovial, that are novice-like, that are lighthearted, that are creative, that are spunky, that are passionate, but literally gentle, easygoing. So it's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love that for you guys. I love that, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, what parts of you are you leaving behind from your present self? Will you be leaving behind? Okay, the part of you that thinks everything is skeptical, everything, you have to double check it, you have to look over it, you're not too sure, you're not, I don't know about that, like all of that extra looking into things before you do it. You're learning to, I believe, take a leap of faith, not be so much in your head, not be so much caught up in the things that you're thinking, be caught up in just moving forward, because we do have the Chariot here. So there's something of you switching up your mindset, because the Page of Swords is about mindset, looking into things. It could be researching, it could be spying, but the spying part, that's like more of like new age stuff. Okay, so what advice currently does your current self give you that maybe you can't, articulate? Let's see what your current self will give you. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Keep working on the things that you're working on. Continue being a craftsman. Continue sharpening your skills, sharpening your blade, whether it's in life, whether it's learning how to better control your emotions, better handle your finances, better handle your physicality, meaning like maybe you don't need to work out 5 days a week, maybe 3 times, do you justice. Whatever it is that you've been working on, continue doing so, and continue maybe working on your happiness, continue working on relationships that serve you, different things like that. Continue the work that you've been doing, continue putting in that work. So now we're going to get into your future self. Should we use a different deck, y'all? Let me think. What's a good future? Yeah, we're gonna use a different deck. This is completely, I don't want to say unhinged, but this is like impulsive because I did not prepare this reading to be this long, but I'm happy to have it be this long for y'all. All good. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. And if it's too long, speed it up or just don't watch the video. I said that too late, but oh well, so all right. How will your future self, how will show up for your future self? How will you show up for your future self, my power ones? Oh, yes. This is the vibe that y'all was giving me this whole reading. So for your future self, you show up in a more lighthearted way. Let me quickly clean up these cards. I'm sure y'all can see them. Boom, boom, boom. But we're going to get rid of these right quick, just so that we have more space to showcase this other deck of cards. Okay, so your present self, your future self, you're showing up as someone who's ready for new beginnings, as someone who's open to what life brings it, open to what life gives it, doesn't really have any boundaries or any expectations, just more so being happy and being free with what you're presented with, what's going on in your life, what new opportunities are coming your way. That's awesome. I love that for you guys. So your future self, how will you view yourself in the future? How will you view yourself in the future? Judgment. You'll be waking up to a phone call. No, no phone call. Even that. But you'll be waking up to a calling that you have in life, something that's deeper, something that's going on deep within you. You'll be standing up, rising to the occasion. You'll realize that there's a lot of things that you went through to bring you to the moment that you're in the future. You'll realize that maybe I'm getting strong like career path with this, or even like a certain role that you play in other people's lives. How will others view you in the future? How will other people view you in the future? Oh, yes. Very down to earth, nurturing, quiet, quaint, someone that's really about their finances and making sure that them, their home, and their family are good. Someone who's very stable, someone who knows how to control their emotions, as well as control the finances, as well as control their body. Maybe you're the type of person that has to get more disciplined with your body and get on a more strict schedule or more routine like schedule so that you could get the results that you need. So I'm getting an overall vibe that each part of your life will be more intact and more balanced than it was in the past. So that's beautiful. And people definitely see you as someone who's trustworthy. Queen of Pentacles definitely gives trustworthy vibes. Okay. How will your future self serve you? Like that version of your future self, how will it serve you? Page of Cups again. Lord have mercy. So it's going to serve your inner child. It's going to serve you on a lighthearted level. It's going to allow you to be more lighthearted, not let your heart be so heavy, so dense, not be the person or the outlook that maybe is always negative, always down in the dumps. Like you'll be able to always pick yourself up, find joy, find pleasure in the things that maybe aren't so joyful or pleasurable. You'll just be able to maneuver things and in life by your attitude. So the next question we have is, what are the benefits of your future self? You'll be able to have so many options. I don't know in what way, because I don't know if you're single or whatever right now, but Seven of Cups can be multiple dating options. It could be multiple opportunities coming your way. Maybe like I'm getting another vibe of like career or like a showcase or something like that, like where multiple people maybe want to work with you. Multiple people maybe want you on their team. You'll probably have options to travel, something of that sort. Maybe you'll have options of going this way or that way. And either way, you'll have multiple options. So I just get someone who's presented with things that will allow them to not be stuck. And also I just thought of something too. The Seven of Cups can be daydreaming at times, depending on what the reading is. So I think that your future self is allowing you to daydream more. I don't think it's a bad thing, as long as you don't just only daydream and you actually apply yourself and put forward the things you want to manifest or bring about in life, your prayers, whatever it is. I think that the Seven of Cups is a good thing. So with this being the things that's going to benefit you, I believe that your daydreaming is going to benefit you. Maybe even doing like vision boards will benefit you in the future, or dreaming bigger, going after bigger things, doing the things that you probably didn't think were obtainable before. Excuse me. What parts of your future self, what parts of your past and present self are you keeping for the future? I'm kind of flipping it for this question. Ooh. You're going to keep, hold on. This is interesting. Okay, so the two ways it comes up in my mind. The first way is that you're going to keep your, you're going to keep your charitable side with you. Sometimes when I see the Five of Pentacles, it's like helping somebody. But I also think there's a certain vibe or a certain mentality you have now that's maybe like victim-like, or maybe a certain like, I'm getting a vibe with this card, like you're not going to forget where you came from. So some of y'all maybe have like a rags to riches story that could be playing out in present day or in the future. You could not be forgetting where you came from. So there's a part of your past self that you're not going to forget. I think that the part you're going to keep is knowing how to work with less, like not be so reliant on all the techie things, on the fact that you make so much money. I can just, BS it away. Like something like that I'm getting with the Five of Pentacles. Like you're not going to allow the certain, like the circumstance that you're in currently to be the reason why you end up back where you were. What are the parts that you'll be leaving behind in your future? Certain relationships, the way that you relate and react to yourself, whether it's on a relationship level or within partnerships. So maybe currently you're going through a partnership, experiencing a partnership, whether it's in love or business, or even like at work, you could have been asked to become a partner or like higher on a scale of things. You could be leaving behind this way of thinking, or maybe like more lighthearted relationships. You might realize that you now have to become more vigilant about the people that's in your life. So what advice does your future self have for you? Damn. We have the Queen of Cups. This tells me that your future self wants you to pay attention to your intuition at all times. Make sure that you're in tune with your emotions. Believe in yourself. Believe that the ways that you're feeling, it's a reason. There's truth to it. Excuse me. Also, the Queen of Cups for me right now is telling me always show up as your best self. Always put your best foot forward physically. So that means make sure that you're dressed to the best of your abilities. Your skin looks good. Your hair looks good. If you have to put on makeup in moments or consistently to feel better about yourself, do it. Who cares about what they're saying online? This is not healthy. That's not healthy. Sometimes we have to do the things that we're used to doing in order to get where we're going. So your future self is giving you a clue to that. Like, always be that beautiful person that you are. Be that beautiful person. Wear your heart on your sleeve, but learn to contain it at times where it's not necessary to like spill out all your feelings. Have the restraint that you need in order to know what's going on within you and navigate it in life without explaining yourself to other people. So that's what I have for y'all, Power Ones, for your past, present, and future selves. This was a very much so long reading. I thank you all for staying till the end. If you want to dive deeper into this, you can by getting my digital download. It's completely free. It'll help you ground, get more in tune with your intuition. It's in the description box down below. I wanted to put that together in order for people to get more out of my reading. So definitely check that out. Comment down below. Are you excited for your future self? Are you loving yourself right now? Did you evolve greatly from your past? Let me know in the comments and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Thank you so much, Pal Ones. Bye-bye. How to's, I'm going to just give y'all a warning right now. This reading is going to be a little longer. So if you came here for a brief little quick check-in on your past, this is not the reading. This is where we're going to kind of, I'm not saying we dive in so deep, but we're going to dive in. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a forewarning. If you want to get more in tune with this reading or any of my other readings, I would highly suggest that you click the description box down below for the freebie, for the digital download that I created. For anybody that comes to my channel that wants to get more in tune with themselves, get more grounded, get more intuitive, click it down below. It's completely free. It'll definitely help, especially with this reading here. So the first question I have for your past, present, and future, we're going to dive into your past. What do you need to know? So first out is, how did you used to show up for yourself? Oh my gosh. The Moon card. Ooh. Let's scan. What am I saying? Okay, so with the Moon card being here for how you used to show up for yourself, do you see how this lady looks like a bag lady? Like how she just has a lot going on, but you could tell she's not really in tune with herself. Like, I hate to say it, but it's the truth. So I feel like in your past, you had a lot of illusions that led you. You didn't see things too clearly, or people couldn't really get a full grasp of you. You were really mysterious, really ambiguous, which is like basically the same word. A part of you didn't let on a lot to like how you felt, the things that you were thinking, the things you were interested in. So there was a lot of ambiguity with yourself. There was a lot of, how can I say, blurred lines with you in the past, right? So let's put that aside. The next question I have is, how did you view yourself in the past? So you viewed yourself as a hardworking individual, someone who was steady, someone who was tried and true, doing the things that you thought you needed to do to get ahead, being straightforward, probably moved at your own pace, didn't rush too much, didn't do too much of what other people thought you should be doing. You basically just led yourself forward, or led yourself consistently in the same direction with what you thought was, I don't want to say proper, but what you thought was the right thing to do. Okay, so how did others view you in the past? Yes, dynamic, charismatic, very attractive, highly charged up, highly. The type of person that knew how to talk in a crowd, the type of person who, no matter where they went, heads turned, people stared in your face, people probably always strike conversation with you at ease. You are a dynamic individual, and you probably displayed this a whole lot in your past. So you were just being yourself and people were looking at you in awe. That's basically the vibe I'm getting. So that's how others viewed you. I'm not trying to make this so long, guys, but I do want to dive into this at least enough for y'all to get the most out the reading. Excuse me. So how did this version of yourself serve you? So we have another Wands card. So I believe that this version of yourself served you because it allowed you to have an amazing new beginning in your life. I don't know if this was in a creative endeavor. Maybe you got the spark to maybe go into a different career field or move somewhere that completely changed the trajectory of your life and allowed you to figure out that life has so much more to offer. So I get like, in the past, you had a vibe of not really letting too many people into your plans, but you always had something going on. Like, so this is telling me that y'all either started up a brand new business, a new job, or just a whole new outlook on life. And this allowed you to like take leaps and bounds forward. Like someone that quantum leaped is the vibe I'm getting here. Someone that decided on what they wanted for themselves in the future, and then everything in their life started like stacking up and adding up to exactly that. That's what quantum leaping is in my way of expressing the word. Okay, so now we have, damn, y'all can't even see those cards. Oh, wow, that's really far out. My bad. I thought y'all were able to see it. Okay, so now we have, let me first fix these right quick. This is wasting time, I know. Anyway, so what were the benefits of this version of you? You were able to be more loving, more caring, more down to earth, in tune with your emotions, but learning to keep them intact, learning to keep them at bay if it wasn't necessary for you to express yourself. It was also a vibe of you just being a master of emotions. So you probably were able to easily detect when other people felt away, were sad, were happy, whatever the case may be. Maybe before people got good news, you looked at them and said, something's different about you. And then 2 days later, they were like, oh my gosh, how did you know I'm pregnant now? Or something like that. I'm getting a vibe like that. Okay, so what parts of you are you from the past are you keeping? Ooh, we have the 6 of Wands. So your winning streak, your ego, the way that you allow others to pour into you, to, excuse me, big you up on the things that you've accomplished, big you up on the things that you do. Maybe your social circle is staying the same. The ways that you showcase yourself on social media, you're keeping. I see somebody keeping all their old, or like you're not changing up your social media profiles. You're keeping them exactly as they were. You're not going to restart anything. You're not going to delete anything. You're keeping those. You're also keeping, like I said, your social network. You're keeping your accomplishments. You're not allowing your accomplishments to get flushed down the drain just because you're transforming yourself. If you are the type that's transforming yourself, and that's why you came to this reading. Yeah, vibes like that. Vibes like that. Yeah, your ego definitely though. Your ego is something that probably anchored you, so you realize like, let me keep that. I ain't getting rid of my ego. Okay, what parts of you are you leaving from the past? Ooh, the High Priestess. Okay, so that's interesting. Things that went unsaid. The mysterious side of yourself. Maybe. I hope y'all not leaving behind your intuition, girl. Please don't do that. But there's something to where. Damn, my throat is so dry. I'm gonna have to go get some water because I have water, but the cup is like emptying out, and I'm like, oh, I should have did this before the reading. Anyway, so for what you're leaving behind, High Priestess, I think people too that maybe try to keep you hidden. Anything that okay, yeah, I'm catching a vibe. Okay, I'm catching a vibe, y'all. Pile twos. What you're leaving behind is the parts of you that you felt like you had to hide from other people. The parts of you that maybe you kept behind closed doors. So for me personally, at my 9 to 5, I don't tell everybody that I do tarot just because people are freaking weird. I'm not ashamed of it or anything like that. But like in my mind, I know I'm not gonna be in certain spaces for long, and I don't want people getting like paranoid about me doing certain things to them or on them. Like I just don't want that weird ass stigma. It's like the vibe of when You know the people that you're around, so you know what they can handle and what they can't handle. So for me, just to keep my peace and my sanity, I don't really tell too many people what I do. Like, that's really none of their business to me. So I get a vibe to where certain things that y'all used to do behind closed doors, y'all are now just like letting it be who you are. So I get like somebody who has been training to swim and going to like a swimming competition. You didn't tell anybody, but now you're like, yeah, I swim on weekends and I'm training to be a part of this big swimming fundraiser or something like that. I don't know. Something like that is giving me vibes. So advice from your past self is, oh my gosh, Queen of Cups. So the advice from your past self is to stay in tune with your emotions. Allow your intuition to guide you at all times. Don't allow anyone else's emotions or I want to say like the way other people feel about you or the things that you're doing sway you in any kind of way. Let you be your own compass, because at the end of the day, people are going to project onto you all the time. So do not allow people or things to make you move differently than how you would naturally move for yourself and for others. Another piece of advice we have is 10 of Wands. So this means to me that you need to drop anything that's burdensome to you, anything that isn't yours. These two together says emotional baggage. So emotional baggage that you've had from your past needs to be released, and that's what you're releasing. So the 10 of Wands says anything that's heavy, anything that's overwhelming, you're getting rid of it because it doesn't serve you. So that's what we have for your past self. I'm going to let y'all see all the cards all together, and then I'm going to use a whole nother deck for your present self. Like I said, this reading will be a bit long just because of what we doing here. We really getting into the things of the things. If you want to dive deeper, like I said, get my digital download, because this type of reading plus the, you know what I'm saying, the journal prompts or the questions that I ask in my free download is so helpful, y'all. Like, it's really, really so helpful. Like, I literally do so many tarot card readings on myself and then like use my, I want to say prompts, like my little self-help checklist to help me out, get my, you know, separate my feelings and stuff like that from what's actually going on. So this is what y'all got for this deck. We're going to wrap this bad boy up. I don't even want to see that card. She's stressing me out looking like that. We're going to put this over here. Okay, so for your present self, we're going to use this deck here. Let me just make sure all the cards are upright. Do this off camera so y'all don't see any cards and be like, why didn't you pick that one? But yeah, Pulses, I hope that y'all are doing good. I hope y'all came to this reading and getting the most out of it. Like, I always want to give, I always want to give, ooh, that's the first card. I always want to give a lot of value in any of my readings. So how did you show up? Well, how do you show up for yourself present day? I would say that you put forward the strength that you have. You do not, I always want to say do not. You have so much courage, so much confidence in yourself. Excuse me, y'all. So sorry. But you have so much confidence in yourself, so much courage, so many things that you've overcame that now adds to your arsenal, that now adds to the way that you navigate life. You believe in yourself more. You went through challenges that made you realize that this is all a part of the game called life. This is all a part of what we're doing here. This is how we navigate. We go through things and we take the meat and leave the bones of what we went through. At least that's the best way that I can word it. Maybe y'all have another way to word it. Let me know in the comments down below, Powtools. Did y'all overcome a lot? Because I'm just getting a strong vibe of that with the strength card popping out first. So how do you view yourself present day? Seven of Pentacles. You're the type of person right now that looks at all the things that you've accomplished and looks to continue building on stability. You're taking stock of what serves you, what doesn't. You're allowing your skills, interests, for some reason I want to say lifestyle. There's something about your lifestyle that's compounding. So there's something about like compound interest with y'all. So maybe you learn to be more disciplined financially with the strength card being first and now the Seven of Pentacles. So there's something to do with like the strength that you have, the discipline that you have, you assessing different things in your life and figuring out what is growing and what's withering away, what's like rotting away and what's adding to your life, what's adding and what's taking away, something like that. The Seven of Pentacles always tells me too that you've had a lot of invested interest in yourself now. Like you've, oh gosh, excuse me for the jumbled up words. Breathe. Okay. You Powtools have gone through a phase or gone through a time in your life where a lot of the things that you had going on, you had to remove a lot of things. You had to come out of a lot of things and you had to figure out what was worth your time, what was worth your energy. So now you know how to conserve that. Even though this is not the Four of Pentacles, I'm just getting a vibe where you learn to conserve your energy current day and you learn to save money better. I'm just getting a strong vibe of someone that learns how to save money. Also, the Seven of Pentacles, maybe some of y'all started growing your own food. So there's something like you gain strength and wisdom through something that's going to benefit you greatly for the future. And that's the last thing the Seven of Pentacles is for how you view yourself. You view yourself as someone that thinks long term, like you project what's going to happen and you make sure that your current day moves will benefit your future self. So that's really good to see. So how do others view you present? No, we need one card, not 1,000. Hold on. How do others view my pile twos currently in their present day? Ooh, Two of Wands. Someone that's planning, someone that's looking outwardly for where they're going in life. You probably do a lot of trips. Anytime I see a Two of Wands, just expect to hear me say you're going to take trips or you're going to be on a lot of trips. So maybe right now on your social media or in life, you always take trips. Like people are like, oh, what you doing for this holiday? Oh, I'm going away. I already have a hotel booked and a da-da-da booked for this day and going here. Something like that gives me vibes of. Also too, like with the Seven of Pentacles and this being here, people see you as someone who's planning a lot for the future. Like you're the type of person that has your 401k maxed out. You have a set workout routine so that your bone density can be strong and you can constantly evolve and become the person that you know will sustain you for years to come. So I'm getting a vibe like that for y'all for how people view you. How does your present self serve you? Your present self serves you because it allows so many more opportunities to come your way. It allows for great fortune and great, I was gonna say a word, I forgot what it was. Yeah, great fortune to come your way. Abundant opportunities, a lot of I'm just getting jackpot energy, honestly. Like ching 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 ching, you know, you hit on one of those coin machines in a casino. I'm getting a vibe like that. Like something clicked for y'all. And it's like life has been moving so smoothly for you, even with the challenges that life presents. It's like you're able to really navigate life and realize all of the great things that life has for you. So it's like things are moving in a direction that is respectable for you, that benefits you, that works for you. So that's how your present self benefits you now and going forward. A lot of, and I know I'm missing so many words when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune, but it's definitely like expansion energy because that's the card that represents Sagittarius. So what are the benefits of this version of you? We have the Tower. So you learn to burn out all the things that did not deserve to be in your life anymore, whether it was a relationship, a job that you were working, people that you were interacting with, ways that you spoke to yourself, ways that you handled your daily life. Like you're not allowing certain things to be that way anymore. And this is serving you greatly because it's like, let's get rid of all the gook. Let's get rid of the things that really don't have any leg to stand on in my life. Let me move that around. So that's what we have with the Tower card. Next, we have what parts of yourself are you keeping present for the future? Like what parts of you are you keeping? Oh, I love this. Ace of Wands. I think y'all had that in the last couple of cards. That's wavy. Like that's perfect. Ace of Wands for what you're keeping is like creative spark that you have, that energy that you have towards life, that fresh breath of air that you are for yourself and for other people, the ways that you view things, the way that your perspective is always one that's progressive, always one that seeks forward movement. You don't really dwell too much in the past. You're the type of person that you're like the life of the party, or you're the person that has a lot of creative ideas or people can go to and just have a lighthearted conversation, but it still ends up, it still ends up having a whole bunch of gems being spoken within that, is it conversation? Yeah, conversation. Sorry. What parts of yourself are you leaving from the present into your future? Ooh, penny pinching, being miserly, being restrictive, not realizing that God has so much more to give you and you don't have to be so restricted. You don't have to close yourself off. You don't have to be the person that is robbing Peter to pay Paul. You don't have to be the person that close off your energy because somebody did you dirty. You learn that in life, whether people do you right or wrong, you're going to still be you. You're still going to benefit other people. You're still going to show up to be your best self. So you're not allowing anything to make you feel closed off. You're not allowing yourself to be like overly possessive of anything. You're not allowing yourself to be like a closed fist. You're opening your hand up. So that's cool. That's for what you're leaving behind. And then the advice from your present self for your future would be the World card. Oh, I love that. So you're graduating. It's saying to graduate out of situations and things that, oh, my booty hurting sitting on this chair. A little bit, just a little bit. So this says that you're graduating from things and situations that maybe you just evolved past a certain point in your life where certain things just don't serve you anymore. So you're learning to like be on do not disturb to things that just don't equate or add to the person that you're looking to become and the person that you are. So the advice is leave certain things in the past and take the things that serve you. Go beyond what you believe yourself to be. I know I sound kind of robotic, but this is just me thinking. I'm not even like looking at anything. Go beyond like what you're expecting yourself to be and graduate from that version of yourself that kept you stuck, kept you small, kept you not being your best. So we're going to pull one more for your, oh, I love this. Okay. This is telling me take all the options or look through all the options that life has to serve you. Make sure every option that's coming your way is something that is valuable, something that will add to your life, something that is necessary, not just enticing now and it's going to hurt later. Like, so that's honestly really good, Pautu. So this is your present self. Let's wrap this up. Y'all can see the cards. I'm sure, yes, y'all can. So we don't need to show them again. So now we're going to get to your future self and what advice your future self has for you and all that good stuff. So we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot. I'm starting to like this deck. I didn't like this deck at first. I took this one from my mom. She had it and she didn't really use it. So I was like, can I have it? Can I keep it, mother? So yeah, first out, we're going to see, excuse me, how will you be showing up for your future self? How will you be showing up for your future self, Pautu? Please let it be. Okay, good. Ooh, I like this. So you're going to be realizing all the history and all the things that you, all the things that make you feel good about the past, all your good memories. So you'll be showing up for yourself in a way that your inner child will be really happy about. Past versions of yourself will be really happy about, and just bringing back those good vibes, good feelings. Like maybe like the Four of Pentacles from the present day, you're realizing how that's blocked up and stopped up a lot of things for yourself in the future. So you're like, you know what? I'm going to be my lighthearted version of myself. I'm just going to have stronger boundaries so people know that they can't F with me. Something like that. That's so cute. And there's something like that you used to do as a child that you're going to be bringing back. So that could be a hobby, a skill. I'm getting somebody that's doing like skip it, rollerblading, wearing a certain hairstyle, certain color again. How will you view yourself in the future? Maybe you're shredding a whole lot of weight in the future. Sometimes when I see the Three of Swords, that's definitely a card of somebody that's lost weight, has lost weight. So maybe you're going back to a version of yourself that was slimmer in your future. Also, the Three of Swords could be like something that stings, something that hurts. Maybe you're going through like acupuncture, or you're going to take on a surgery that really will help you out. I'm getting somebody that's doing like LASIK surgery on their eyes, so you don't have to continue wearing like contacts and glasses, something lighthearted like that. The Three of Swords isn't like something detrimental. If it was like a major arcana next to it, I would have been like, okay, y'all are gonna have a huge like, be careful. But in the future, be careful in general, of course. But I do get a vibe to where there's like a surgery that you've been putting off, or losing weight that you've been putting off, letting go of something that you've been putting off, maybe releasing a lot of old things that you've had in your house. Maybe you're going to not be a hoarder anymore, or not have so much baggage mentally. Maybe you're learning to release your mental restraint through writing on paper, something like that. But I'm strongly getting like lazy, like a small surgery, or someone that's shredded a lot of weight. Okay, so how will others view you in the future? I'm the magician. So this is the Magician card. People will view you as a type of person that makes water into wine, that no matter what life throws at you, you're going to make the most of it. You make things happen regardless of what people believe your resources are looking like. You're just an evolved human being that has all the tools necessary to make the life that you want to create, that you want to curate. So I could see, honestly, strongly with this pile, y'all being people that decided to lose a lot of weight, decided to shred up, not just shred up, but like bulk up, or like tone up your body, something like that. How will this future version of yourself benefit you? We have the King of Pentacles. You'll be very stable. You'll be the person who is the go-to in aspects or in moments of people needing to learn whether it's physical restraint. Excuse me. I'm getting like people coming to you in the gym asking you what you did to get your body looking how it looks. I'm getting people at work trying to figure out how you end up getting your own office and a promotion. People in your family trying to figure out how you got to be a homeowner, something like that, to where like you've created an immense amount of stability for yourself, and now it's able to be showcased and shown to other people. So it's like this is how this version of yourself serves you. It serves you by being very stable. It serves you by being able to help other people in one way or another. I can see somebody that's like maybe mid-age helping out family members now because you're more stable. So you could be way more stable. There's nothing else I can really say about that. That's beautiful. Okay, so what are the benefits of your future self? Expansion. You'll be expanding on a lot of knowledge that you have, and you'll be gaining a lot of knowledge and applying it, and that'll be the wisdom that you carry with yourself. You'll be expanding on maybe how you take care of your health, maybe how you take care of your life, the people that you're interacting with, realizing the types of people that you need to be interacting with, and not just segregating yourself to the people that you're comfortable interacting with, things like that. And I also see like a lot of manifestations that you had in the past coming forward. So that's fiery. That's wavy. That's wavy. So what are you going to be keeping from your past and present self into your future? I kind of had to flip that question so we can, oh, I like it. I think y'all had the high priestess already too, right? So this tells me that you'll be keeping knowing when some ish is going down, even if you don't see physical representation or, oh my gosh, excuse me, what's the word I'm looking for? Not just representation, but more like tangible results of what your intuition is telling you. So you'll be taking a lot of your instinctual feelings and moments that you have with yourself with you in the future. Your high level of intuition, your discerning methods, or just you being discerning, you're taking that with you. You're not allowing anything or anyone to overcome or triumph over your intuition, because you realize how much it benefits you. So what are you going to be taking in your future from your past and present self? Like, what will you be taking with you? What will you, wait, which one did I say? Oh, that's what you're keeping. My bad. What are you, what are you leaving? Good thing no card came out. What are you leaving in your future from your past and present selves? What are you leaving? All right, this card. Oh, you're leaving behind learning how to maybe be stable, and you will be stable. So this is a progression. It goes from the page to the knight to the king. So you jump one step and you're a king in your future. So you're leaving behind the level of yourself that was more novice, that was more in the beginner stage, that was more so learning than applying, just sitting around getting the information and not necessarily applying it yet, because maybe you didn't feel like it was the right time at a point in time in your past and in your present. But it's okay to learn, and it's okay to progress. Like, I think that's such a beautiful thing, Paltus. So I don't think there's anything wrong with this. This is actually a beautiful thing to leave in the past. That version of yourself that was more of a novice, that version of yourself that was just learning, just fresh embarking on a brand new journey. You're now past this phase. You're now, not right now, but like in the future, you're now past this phase in your future. You're now past the age or the place where you didn't quite know the answers. You didn't know quite how you were going to get there. So you had to gather the information. You gathered it, you'd applied it, and now you have the benefits. You have the results. So what's the advice your future self will give you present day? What advice will Paltu's future self give them? Oh, perfect. I wanted 2 cards. So, oh, 2 of Wands. Expand on your planning. Expand on how you see life and your version of yourself that you want in the future. Start planning on that. Start being that person. Start embodying that. I would say too, Paltus, start getting out into the world and venturing out into the communities, into the places that you want to be more like. So if you always thought about being, I don't know if it'll be like being an equestrian or like being a horse rider. I'm gonna just say that because I really, whatever. I don't know off the top of my head. So I would say if you're looking to start riding horses, or that's something that you desire, or you want to have horses on your property in the future, and it's not, to me, that's not far-fetched. Like, you can Who knows when you'll be able to do that, but I'm sure that you'll be able to do it if this is what you want to do. They're saying, and from your future self to apply now, start planning and acting as if you're that person. So basically embody the future self that you want to be now. You're going to get there faster. You're going to be more equipped and more readily available for everything that's thrown your way in your future when you've already been this person. So there's something like, apply all of that knowledge that you're gaining now in your present day so that you could be the best you in the future. Oh my gosh, awesome. And another piece of advice from your future self is to stand your ground, hold your boundaries firm, but also learn to protect yourself. I'm getting a strong vibe where Paltus, it's important for you to protect your aura, protect your crown chakra, your crown in general, protect your energy, your energetic field, protect your home, protect your womb if you're a woman, protect your sexual energy if you're a man. Do not allow your life force to be to be leaked out and wasted on people and things that really don't serve it. Be the best you that you can be, and don't be afraid to compete, because you're gonna win every single time. Just be the person that outbeats the competition. If you want certain results in life, make sure you're doing those things that will bring those results about. So that's what I have for y'all, Paltus. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you got a good deal of information from this reading. Please let me know in the comments down below. Are you excited for your future self? Are you a person that evolved a lot from your past, present day? Just let me know. Let's chop it up in the comments. Again, get my free digital download. It's going to help you more just in life in general, and definitely with these tarot card readings. That's a little bit of a homework that you can do when you get these readings and you go to the page. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not. Like this video. Come back for more, because we're going to keep busting y'all in the head with these bangers. Bye. What's up, Pile 3s? Just a quick disclaimer. This reading will not be as short. Oh, hold on. Let me get this before it drops. But this reading will not be as short as my others. We are diving in a little deeper today to check out your past, present, and future self. We're going to start out with this deck. This is the Everyday Enchanted Tarot deck. And I got a few questions I want to ask. So I hope y'all been doing good, my pals. This reading is definitely to enlighten you if you want to get like guidance for whether it's for the new year, weeks to come, months to come, whatever. I just wanted to dive in deep for my viewers. So let's see. What do you need to know? How did you show up for yourself in the past? We have the Judgment. Okay, so maybe you listened to a calling that your inner self was projecting onto you, telling you. Maybe you decided to stop giving into inner like lower vibration temptations. But I'm getting a strong vibe too, Pal 3s. Maybe y'all strongly or harshly judge yourselves for just natural things that you did. Like, I know they like to project that a lot of things that we do as humans is bad. This is bad, bad, bad. But at the end of the day, if you don't have any experience in life, how are you going to evolve as a person? So I'm getting a vibe where y'all probably judge yourselves harshly in the past, or you listen to an inner calling to stop doing things that were harming you in your past. So let's see what else we get here. We're going to put that one aside. Next, we have, how did you view yourself? Oh my gosh. So maybe you were the type of person that just got over on people, did a lot of things in a not so gracious way. You could have been the type of person that spoke harshly, that didn't mind being petty towards other people, that didn't mind making other people lose severely, even like just for you to win. Like, I get this card a lot for people that I used to hang out with in the past when I ask why they did certain things that they've done. And I'm not playing a victim at all, because we both play a part in whatever it is that occurred. But whenever I get this card, this is a card to me of someone who's severely immature, someone who doesn't have an evolved mindset, people who move more so in their ego versus logic. So maybe you found yourself being like that. Maybe you looked at yourself like, oh, I'm grimy, I'm gritty, I'm street, I'm hood, I'm ghetto, something like that. Or, oh, I don't come from a polished background, so this is how we do things. Like, like just the type of person that's not ready and willing to evolve. So this could have been how you viewed yourself in the past, Pile 3s. Now, how did others view you in the past? Wow, people saw you as the type of person that put that work in. So I'm getting strong hood street vibes with this pile. I'm sorry, I know I got a lot of women that watch me. So if that's not your vibe, Pile 3s, okay, cool. But that's the vibe I'm getting with these cards too, sitting here like they put that work in. But also putting that work in as a woman could be like, I don't care that other women, like I'm getting like I think like in the 80s and 90s, like Macy's and different department stores like that, they had maybe like competitions for who got the most commissions this month, and you didn't care. You was effing it up. You was like, yo, I'm gonna get every commission that I can. I got kids to feed, or I want to get this new car. I want to decorate my house. I want to go on this trip. You did not care. So people viewed you as the type of person that was a craftsman with your work, that viewed you like, no matter what, you're going to get the job done. No matter what, you're going to be the best one to approach. This person is consistent. They're diligent about their work. They are a perfectionist about their work. So you probably viewed yourself like, yeah, I'm getting to it no matter what. And they saw you like, oh yeah, they do their job very well. So it's like a little duality there. So then, how did this version of yourself serve you? Ooh, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so maybe you saw that this version of yourself wasn't very in tune with your spirituality. You weren't very in tune with what God actually had for you in this lifetime, what God was granting you with. If you don't believe in God, I'm so sorry. Maybe apply the universe, whatever it is that you believe in. Yeah, so this is a vibe of like the higher power did it. Like you believe that this version of yourself was not in tune with what your most divine purpose was, wasn't in tune with what you were actually supposed to be aligning yourself with. So that's interesting. So what were the benefits of this version of yourself, Hangman? It made you decide to finally look at yourself differently, give your life a different glimpse, or give your life a different, I'm really hot out of nowhere. Damn, pile threes. What happened, pile threes? Y'all was y'all a hothead? I was not this hot. I was fine. Oh no, I'm sorry. I just drank some ginger. Never mind. Oh, so maybe y'all was spicy with the mouth too. Maybe y'all decide, yeah. Y'all probably used to curse people out, pile threes. I'm getting a strong vibe of that. So maybe if it's not hood, gritty, grimy, it's more like, oh, I was a potty mouth. I used to really curse people out. I was a hothead, like something like that. But other people just saw you as hardworking. Anyway, so this version of yourself made you start looking at life, yourself, and everything around you way differently. You had to switch your perspective. You had to get into a moment of enlightenment and realize like, damn, do I still want to live life like this, or do I need to change things? So there's something about that for you. We're going to see what else comes out though. What parts of this past version of yourself are you keeping with you? Ooh, the 10 of Cups. So maybe the parts of you that made you actually happy, your emotionally fulfilled side is what you're keeping with you. Maybe the good moments that you have with your children or with your family, like your family, the people, your loved ones. Your loved ones is what you're keeping with you. Your happy moments is what you're keeping with you. Your uplifting moments and more of that like fantasy like way of viewing life. Like, I don't care that this isn't real. I keep it. Like, I get somebody that really loves Christmas with this pile. Like, you enjoy Christmas. You don't care. You'll still put a little Santa in your decor, something fun like that. So what parts of this past version of yourself are you leaving behind? The Death card. Goddamn. Y'all got it. Y'all got it, power threes. I love that for what you're leaving behind. You're leaving behind all the past versions of yourself that don't serve you, all the past versions of yourself that you've outgrown, everything that you've evolved past, you're leaving it out. There's no need for it to come with you because you've already evolved past it. So you're not allowing past versions of yourself, like the 5 of Swords, to be the way that you continue carrying yourself, to be the way that you continue interacting with people and handling situations. It's like, that didn't serve me. I didn't get the most out of my life when I was behaving like that. So I had to learn to switch it up and to really get to a point of adulting where excuse me, I'm way more respectful. I'm way more empathetic towards others or something like that. Oh my gosh, excuse me, y'all. And I left my damn water. Oh no, I didn't. But see, I left my damn water. Okay. Excuse me, pile three. So we're gonna get some advice from your past self to see what they need you to realize for your present and for your future. So what advice will your past self give you? Ooh, 2 of Cups. Keep those who are important to you close by. With the 2 of Cups being here, keep strong relationships in your life. Partnerships are really important in your life. Friendships are important. Having communal, what's the word I want to use? Communal values and qualities, different things like that is really important for you in your life. Oh, I love this. Keep a sharp mind. Keep your wits about you. Keep your thoughts sharp, clear, concise. Always think clearly. Always ask questions. Be the person who doesn't mind speaking up in times where everyone else is silent. Be truthful with yourself and with others. Be honest. Be honest with your moves. Be honest with your thought process, the ways that you're thinking. It's just a lot of clarity around your pile threes. So look, this is all the cards that we have for your past self. We're going to dive into your present self. This is just for anyone that really wanted to look at the cards. I know some people like looking at the cards for the most part, but yeah, this is what we have. Let's see. Do I need to? No, that looks fine. But yeah, we have these for your past self. So we're going to wrap these up. I'm going to put them in the corner and we're going to dive into your present self. Like I said, this video is going to be a bit longer than normal, guys. So just bear with me. Okay, so for your, oh gosh, a lot came out, baby. But we're not going to use those unless they come back out. But we're going to shuffle good. We're going to do it real good, baby. Okay. So what does pile threes present self have to say? We're going to see first. How are you showing up for yourself present day? Ooh, Queen of Wands. I know that's right. So you're being as charismatic as you want to be. You're showcasing your personality in ways that maybe is bothersome to other people, but you don't care. You're that shining star. You're that bright person in the room, in the crowd, in a group, friend group, in your family, who is always vivacious, who's always upbeat, who's always like, you're looking good, you're smelling good, you're that girl, you're that man, you're that woman, whatever it is. And excuse me, and you don't mind getting things done. You're going to put the pedal to the metal and handle what needs to be done. You don't play games. You're about it. You're about it. So this is like transferring over from that Eight of Pentacles we had for your past self. So I see strongly like, y'all don't play no games about getting things done. Y'all don't mind being who you are and all of who you are. You don't shrink yourself. How do you view yourself in the future? Six of Cups. So you're viewing yourself as somebody that you've been since before. Like you're the type of person that I've been this way. This has always been within me. I haven't really changed, but I have evolved. Like I'm getting a strong vibe of that. Like I didn't change who I was at my core, but I did evolve past certain habits and things that I did do. So that's dope for how you view yourself. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm thinking future tense. Let me put it in present tense. So in the present day, sorry guys, present day, you all, I had to look like, wait, this is not the, sorry. Yeah, so present day, you're realizing that you still are the same person that you were like as a kid or as a teen in your younger adult years, but you just don't have the same habits. You just don't hang out around the same people. Maybe you don't do the same things that you used to do, but there's a lot of the things that you've done in your past that are nostalgic that you have brought back that you do involve in, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you do work it into like, whether it's your schedule or who you are now, integrate. That's what I mean. Okay, so how do other people view you in present day? Ooh, I like this. They view you as someone who's an amazing, like, I don't know why I have to say like for that, but you're an amazing person to have in their community. You're someone at work that people like to talk to. They probably like to come by, speak to you briefly, interact with you. In your family life, you're someone that people like to commune with a lot. You're the life of the party too, with the Queen of Wands and now the Three of Cups. You're the life of the party. You're the person that always brings a good time. You're a really good friend to your friends. You're someone who's like a vital part of your friend group, of your family, of any social network that you're within. Like you bring that energy with you everywhere, present day. So how does this present version of yourself benefit you? Ten of Wands. This is making you realize all the things that do not serve you, the burdens that you need to drop, the things that are more burdensome than helpful. It's allowing you to realize that you've gotten to a point where a lot of the hard work has been done already, or like a certain amount of hard work has been done. So now it's going to be time for a new phase of work to be implemented into your life. So maybe you've done hard work on evolving past your cursing version of yourself, but it's like, I still need to get rid of sweets. So now, all right, I'm gonna drop the burden of cursing, but now I got to go back to the Ace of Wands and start back up this whole process to get rid of me wanting sweets or whatever the case may be, right? I'm just using that as an example. So the Ten of Wands is telling me that your present self, wait, what? 1, 2, 3, benefits, or it serves you to not carry so much baggage and burdensome. So you being more lighthearted, being I don't want to say partier of the group, but being the life of the party, it benefits you. So you don't carry burdens. You're not heavy. You're not a heavy, dense person. So, what are the benefits of this version of you? Three of Swords. Okay, so maybe you've learned to. I'm getting a person that just learned to maybe hurt people's feelings, even if it's not that wasn't your aim, but sometimes you just realize you just have to tell the truth. You have to just be the person who breaks bad news to people. I don't know. Some of y'all, are y'all in like HR? Are some of y'all the hiring and firing person at your job? I'm getting that vibe. I'm also getting a vibe where maybe like a personal trainer, somebody that helps people lose weight. Whenever I see the Three of Swords and it's like a different type of reading, it's not like oh, this person hurt your feelings. No, it's more like you're doing the things that maybe hurt, but it'll benefit you in the future. So it's like leaving and going, something about departing, something about letting go of a version of yourself, or letting like certain words come out that maybe don't come out. Maybe too, the benefits of this version of yourself is that you learned what actually hurts your feelings. Like, you're not willing to be in situations or places that are going to weigh you down emotionally. Since it's a sword card, I'm getting like your mindset is shifting to, you're more sensitive now, I think. Excuse me. So what parts of Pile 3 are they keeping for their future? Let's see. Ooh. Oh, shoot, we got the death card again. Y'all are all about transformation with this pal. Y'all do a whole lot of evolving. So you're doing what hairstylists do like every day. Like, they keep the good hair and all the waste, all the waste, all of the hair that is just dead ends. They get rid of it. They don't keep it. So the parts you're keeping is the more substantial versions and qualities, traits, people, experiences, different things like that. You're keeping that, and the things that don't serve you, you're letting go of. This reiterates the 10 of Wands here for this reading. What parts of you are you leaving behind for your future self? So you're leaving behind maybe wearing your heart on your sleeve. You're not going to let on to exactly what it is that you're feeling to other people. You're not going to let on how your emotions are affected. So this ties into the Three of Swords being here. So it's like you're going to be more not cutthroat in a way that's just like uncanny or oh my gosh. So back to the Five of Swords from the past version of yourselves. You probably viewed yourself as someone who's not as polished as you are now. That's what we can say. So please forgive me for saying like ghetto and blah, blah, blah. If you took that harshly, I should have been more evolved, or like thought more so in the sense of polished versus unpolished. And that's very natural. We all, I'm still becoming polished. Like, it's not a dig at all. Anywho, so yeah, you're letting go of the versions of yourself that were more sensitive, that were more emotionally volatile. Not saying the Queen of Cups is, but if this is a version of yourself or parts of yourself that you're leaving behind, and this could be a person too. This could have been like a toxic friend. This could be, excuse me, maybe a certain way that you handle yourself in a workspace. Like, you realize people don't need empathy all the time. They more so need someone who's decisive and has strong boundaries in order to get the job done. So I'm seeing someone who's realizing like, all right, let me think more with my head, less with my heart, moving forward, because it's a drain. Like, I'm getting someone that realized like being so sensitive and being so emotionally inclined is a mental and emotional drain for me. So I'm going to leave that behind. With the Death card being next to the Queen of Cups, it is Scorpio vibes I'm getting too. So you could be leaving more intense emotions behind, things that hurt your feelings, things that hurt you. You're realizing like, okay, that happened, but I'm benefiting from me even going through that, because now anything similar, it won't shake me. I know how to handle it. So advice from your present self for your future. We have the Five of Wands. For me, this is saying to get moving, move your body more, stay active, stay moving, stay motivated. Don't mind competing with people. Put yourself out there regardless of the other competition. And for some reason, y'all, when I talk like that, I kind of feel a little robotic and I feel like I'm reading off of a paper, but that's just me thinking and that's how I'm saying it. So that's just a heads up. But like, yeah, I'm getting a vibe like definitely, and this is like play the game of life, y'all. Like, press play. Don't sit on the sidelines. Get out there. Get to it. Get in there. Get in the field. The Queen of Wands is here, so y'all not scared to get in the field. But it's like, get in the field and play hard. Like, do your big one every single time you get the opportunity to. Every single time. Do not mind other people and what they got going on. And then also advice is to learn to control your emotions in a stabilize your emotions. Be emotionally mature. Don't allow other people's words or anything like that to shake you. Are some of y'all in like the customer service field? I'm kind of getting a vibe like that. Like, don't let these customers shake you up. And what Craig said from Friday, he's like, don't let that man gas you up and get your ass shot out here, Day Day. That type of vibe. That kind of vibe I'm getting. So with the King of Cups being here, it's like, learn to control your emotions. Don't let anything shake you. Just be a steady flow that doesn't need anything or anyone else to be an anchor for you. Be your own anchor emotionally. So that's what we have for your present self. I'm going to show you all the cards like this so you can get a look at them. Before we move on to your future self, let's see. Is this good for you guys? Yeah. So yeah, these are all the cards for your present self. Pile threes, but let's pack this up so we can make space for your future self. Because we want to know what the future self is talking about. I'm sure that's why most of y'all came to this reading. Okay. So this is the Light Seers Tarot deck. We're going to dig into it. Same questions, just future self references. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle right quick. But yeah, I hope y'all are getting the most out of this reading so far. Make sure you remember to like this video. It's so free to hit the like button. So free. It costs you nothing. Again, get my free digital download if you're interested in furthering your intuition, getting more grounded, more clear-minded for when you listen to tarot card readings in general, let alone mine. And it's like a way to do homework with yourself, like really check in and figure out how you're feeling so you can navigate your days better. That's why I made it, because I was like, this will be so cool to help other people with. So the first question we have is, how will you be showing up for yourself in the future? Eight of Swords. So at some point in your future, you may be like stuck on certain situations or habits that you've had in the past. You might be a little delusional in a way or two, but delusional is not bad. So if you feel and resonate for the delusional part, be delusional for your goals. Be delusional for any good things that you want to come about in your life. If you find yourself being stuck, I would say that the best way to get out of being stuck is to just act on things. Like, don't sit around not doing anything. You have to actually get out there and act on whatever it is that you're trying to do or whatever it is that's bothering you. So next we have, how will you view yourself in the future? Someone that is planning and assessing and allowing their allowing their plants to bear fruit, allowing for all the actions and the situations that you partake in the past to now benefit you in the future. I'm getting people that put away a good amount of money in their youth for their older years. I'm getting people that are compounding their health and wellness habits so that they can benefit forever. Like, you know how people just say like, oh, you have to work out for the longevity of your life, or have to eat healthy for the long, like literally all those things matter. Like, we don't think they matter when we're young. Most young people now are very vigilant about that, like working out, making sure it's a habit and different things like that. But at some point, some generations, they just stopped caring, or life just got so hard that they didn't. I'm sorry, I don't mean to go on a tangent, y'all. Let's get back to your reading. But you're definitely going to be assessing like all the things that you've been through, all the things that benefit you in your future, with that Seven of Pentacles being there. So that's how you'll be viewing yourself, like someone who took the time to really think about their future and plant seeds that are now growing. So that's like everything I said. And even like learning to control your emotion and control your temper, like you're seeing how it benefited you in the future. So now, how will others view you in the future? They'll view you as someone who's loving, probably a little moody, someone who's passionate, someone who's creative, someone who has a really strong helping hand, whether it's in a group or one-on-one. So you're the type of person people probably can rely on in the future, people can call on. I see some of you taking on a creative craft that people really admire that you do. So there's something like that. I'm getting strong, like you started a YouTube channel and now in the future it's paying off, or you decided to start putting your art on Etsy and now more people are familiar with your art, so you get more clients and customers, something like that, like where the work is compounding. Even like you learned how to like start investing into the stock market outside of your 401k, and then in the future you're able to like see it and be like, oh wow, like I just decided to invest into these brands that were brand new, and now I'm able to see like me just being creative with what I invested into, it benefited me in the future. So this is the version I mean, this is the parts of your future self that are going to benefit you. So this is a lot of stability, fresh beginning. So you starting over in some aspects. I would say financially, you starting over, or you beginning a new stream of income in your past will benefit you in your future. So that's awesome. I don't even need to dive deeper into that. That's perfect. I love that. Yeah, that's awesome. What are the benefits of your past and present self that will benefit you in your future? Damn, I'm so sorry, guys. I did not mean to do that, but I almost like kind of choked. Excuse me. My throat is so dry in y'all reading. I don't know what I did wrong. Excuse me. So we have the Ten of Pentacles for your past and present self that will benefit your future. The Ten of Pentacles for me shows that long term, you kept thinking long term. Seven of Pentacles here, Ace of Pentacles here, Ten of Pentacles here. You kept thinking long term in your past and in your present, and it's reaping you benefits for you, your family, generations to come behind you. So I don't know if you're the type of person that decided to like build a house or buy a house and rent it out and live really small, be a minimalist, different things like that in order to get to where you're trying to go in life. Like maybe you decided to live on less of your income for about 4 to 5 years, and then on the sixth year you were able to buy another house. Now you have two houses that bring you income, and you're able to live in a much better space, a much better place. You don't have to worry about what this world is going to do when it comes to your finances. You'll be covered no matter what. So I see somebody that decided on a lot of things that are benefiting them in their future. And even with how you decided to date people and interact with individuals is greatly benefiting you, because you started realizing who serves you and who doesn't. In order for you to have a healthy home life, in order for you to have a healthy relationship, and bring your kids up, if you do have or want to have kids in your future, bring your kids up in a healthy environment. So, excuse me. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 benefit you. So what parts of your past and present self are you bringing into your future? You're keeping the memories of things that hurt your feelings, the memories of things that disappointed you. So I'm getting someone who became more emotionally evolved to know what exactly it was that didn't serve them, to learn that even through disappointment, there's benefits to that. Even through downtimes, there's some type of up. Like, so just learning to look at the glass as half full versus half empty is what you're keeping with you, even through the rough times and the hard times. What are you not looking, but what are you keeping from your past and present self into your future? I'm sorry, not keeping. Gosh darn it. What are you keeping with yourself? Why do I keep saying keeping? Goodness gracious, y'all. I'm like glitching. Glitching. What parts of yourself are you leaving in the past? From your past and present self, what are you leaving behind for in your future? Oh no. Okay, so maybe you'll be done having kids by the time you get to your future. Maybe you'll be evolved past the part of planting seeds for your businesses and planting seeds for things that are now like flourishing, because we do have the 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. So it's like you'll be evolved past this phase of just getting started, birthing a project, birthing a business, birthing a creative idea, birthing the home that you're building, birthing your savings and 401k and investment portfolio, real estate portfolio. I like to think progressively. So if none of that applies, think of something that you're, in present day, what are you planting seeds for? Something like that you'll be evolving past in your future. And that's actually really good. I do not mind seeing that for that. I wouldn't be nervous if I were you all. And some of you could really evolve past the idea of maybe having kids. Maybe you realize like, okay, I love my partner, but I think I want to like travel for the rest of my life and just help other people with their children or something like that. So now I'm gonna pull too many. Now I'm gonna pull 2 more cards for advice that your future self has for you present day. What advice does pile 3's future self have for them today? King of Swords. Be as genius-like as you possibly can. Think with a sharp mind. Be someone that's clear in your way of thinking. Be someone who articulates themselves exceptionally well. Don't give off too much of how you're feeling. Be more stoic, with the ways that you handle things, the ways that you, oh, and that could be another thing. You could be leaving behind being so like nurturing and maternal to people that maybe not deserve it, maybe not need that energy from you. Anyway, so your advice is articulate yourself, mastermind your life, mastermind all the things that it is that you want to do, cut through the BS in your life, cut through the garbage. Don't allow outside noise to get to you. Be a, I don't want to say master, but be an expert in whatever field it is that you're going after. We did have the Five of Wands for y'all earlier for advice from your present self. So I would say that this is saying forge ahead and do it by any means necessary, but do it in a very polished, conservative and masterful way. Be a like it's something about like pointing to you being a master. So don't be scared to be the person that's standing out because you do something really, really well, pile threes. Then we have death and rebirth. This is telling you to evolve, transform, be like, just become the person that you really want to be. And it can start today after you read this, after you listen to this video. Evolve past the versions of yourself that you believe do not serve you. Evolve past the versions of yourself that can't come with you in the future because you'll be in a way different mindset, maybe in a different country, maybe experiencing life on a whole different level. Maybe you want to become a parent, so you realize you can't smoke in the house anymore. Maybe you have to go outside and smoke. I'm just giving a small little, like, that's so silly, but I'm just giving that because some people, they'll still smoke with their kids in the house and the kids come to school and they smell like smoke. I don't think that's okay. That's not fair to the kids. But anyway, I think that this as advice is just telling you to evolve past the versions of yourself that will not serve you. Like where you're going, that version can't go there with you. These people that you realize aren't able to serve you in a real way, they can't go with you either. The habits, the skill sets, like evolve past all of that, get new, upgrade, really. When I see the death card, that means like upgrade. So that's what we have for you, Palthes. I hope this was enjoyable. I hope you got the most out of this reading. I appreciate y'all so much for coming to this video and listening for this whole damn time. Like this video. Tell me in the comments, are you excited about your future? Are you doing anything different in your present that you weren't doing as, you know, a younger person or in your past? Let me know in the comments. Definitely download my digital download so you can get more grounded, get more in tune with your intuition, and we can just be building on ourselves in this brand new year. Thank you so much, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't. Come back for more because I'm giving y'all more bangers. Thank you. Bye-bye.